Hey guys, welcome to New York City. So I'm always a bit high on life and of course travel. And vibrant cities across the world always excites me. And the city which has most surprised me till date is this famous city which never sleeps, New York. I have been to New York a couple of times now, and it has never failed to impress. From visiting the famous Statue of Liberty on the Liberty Island to watching the Broadway shows at the Times Square, this city has everything to offer to an avid traveler. New York City is divided into 5 divisions: Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, the Bronx, and Brooklyn. And this city attracts over millions of tourists every year. It really does break my heart to see that majority of city's tourist attractions are now closed due to COVID-19 for the remaining of the year. However, if you still wish to travel to NYC in near future, here are top places you can consider visiting. But wait, before that, do subscribe to my channel for more such travel videos, and you can also follow me on Instagram. So let's start the video and roll it in New York. Here are top places to visit in New York City. Number 1. Times Square. You have to visit Times Square at least once, as this is one of the most famous destinations in New York. This is the busiest neighborhood in the Midtown Manhattan, and it's always very crowded. Now, although Times Square is not very popular amongst locals, but it's really exciting to see the bright lights and world's largest digital art display, especially during the midnight. Do check out the Midnight Movement at 12 a.m. every night. And if you're fond of theatre, just like me, do check out some famous shows on Broadway, which is located pretty close to the Times Square. Or you can just stop by, take some pictures and feel the vibes. And just for caution though, be careful of scams. Number 2. Brooklyn Bridge. Walking on the Brooklyn Bridge in New York is one iconic experience which you must try at least once. Spanning over the East River, Brooklyn Bridge connects Manhattan and Brooklyn. This is also the oldest suspension bridge in the USA, built in 1883. Every day, thousands of people cross Brooklyn Bridge, and if you really want to avoid crowd, then you should visit here a bit early. And you will also enjoy some amazing views of the lovely Manhattan city and capture endless opportunities for taking pictures. Number 3. World Trade Center. To visit the observatory deck at the World Trade Center, as it offers stunning panoramic views of the New York City. The newly built World Trade Center and its observatory was opened to public in 2015 after the unfortunate Twin Towers attack years ago. You must purchase the tickets online to visit this observatory, and one adult ticket cost around $32. And it's really worth it, since you can catch the glimpse of entire New York City at one go from just a quarter mile above the ground. Number 4. Wall Street. Check out this famous financial street in Lower Manhattan of New York City. It is also home to the world-famous New York Stock Exchange and Dow Jones. You can also spot here the statues of Fearless Girl and the very famous The Charging Bull of Wall Street. Wall Street is located pretty close to the World Trade Center, so you can easily walk down here once you're done visiting the observatory deck. Number 5. Visit the Statue of Liberty. You can next take the ferry ride from Staten Island Dock to visit the famous Statue of Liberty on the Liberty Island. And one adult ticket on this ferry ride can cost you $20. Statue of Liberty is one of the most popular sculptures in the world, and this was a gift from the people of France to USA, and it stands for democracy, freedom and justice. You can also visit the Ellis Island, which is located pretty close to the Liberty Island, and here you can explore the Statue of Liberty Museum dedicated to the former immigration process. Number 6. To visit the 9/11 Memorial Site, which is a tribute of remembrance to the people who died in 9/11 terror attacks in New York years ago. And just right to this memorial site is the Ground Zero Museum, which provides deep insight on the terror attacks and the stories of families who lost their loved ones, and even some facts on people who survived. You can also visit the famous Oculus building, which is located pretty close to this memorial site. Number 7. Little Italy and Chinatown. Check out these two coolest suburbs in New York City. You can experience here a great diversity and a couple of streets which packs diverse cultures, tastes and flavors of some of the famous shops, cafes and bars around the streets. This famous neighborhood in NYC follows the Bohemian culture, and it proudly attracts tourists from all over the world. Last but not the least, you can chill and relax in the famous Central Park of New York City. This is one of the largest parks in USA, and it is also home to scenic hills, skating rinks, playgrounds, and some very well-known attractions like the Belvedere Castle and the Central Park Zoo. And here are my top tips for traveling around NYC. I would highly recommend to visit New York for at least 3 to 4 days, as this is the ideal time taken to cover all major tourist attractions. Also, since New York is a fairly expensive city, I would really recommend to visit here during off-tourist season, which starts from January mid until March, and it will really help to save up on the rental accommodation cost, which can otherwise cost you a fortune. I really do hope that you like this video. Please hit the like button and do also subscribe to my channel for more such travel updates in future.